So in my response to Unit 3 reflection and evaluation assignment, I will be breaking down and evaluating the group Bauhaus. Um, I thought visually the group was fantastic, how they incorporated all different elements and all the different requirements that we were needed for this assignment. Their usage of shapes, color, storytelling in their art was fantastic. I thought visually theirs was the best out of the everyone that went Monday. Visually theirs was very appealing. It was very it, their story was, it was easy for me to understand like what they were trying to do, for me, the audience. I really appreciated how seeing their workshop and seeing their final presentation, there was so much more improvement, so much more smooth transitions from each moving part, and everybody was in sync with each other. It was great. It was really, really amazing. I love the usage of the dollar bill that they chose, how they used it as a flag. They used it as a symbolic meaning to what they were saying, and in terms of what that dollar meant inside their performance. How they incorporated the amendment inside their performance with the dollar bill was great as well. I love their, it was great. Even their words, like how they were presenting, was very vocal, very loud. You could tell it was well rehearsed. Everything that they did was well rehearsed, and there was, like I said, there's a lot of different moving parts, and it made it fantastic to watch as an audience. And I could actually see this being an actual performance in Black Box, like if they were to add more to it and add more moving parts to it. But yes, they were great. I could tell that there was chemistry with that group. I think I can't really say out of all the groups because I was only in Futurist group, but they had chemistry from the beginning, that group, and they were really working together as a team, and it just seemed so effortless what they were doing and how they did what they did. And yeah, it was fantastic. It was absolutely great. So part 2, my group member evaluation. Everybody in my group was fairly easy to work with. They were great. We were all really flexible with our schedules because we knew that we needed to get this thing done on time. We were very communicative about everything, and we were very open to trying new ideas and seeing how we can better old ideas, and what those better ideas turn into the final performance, like what made the final cut. And yeah, Addie was great. I loved how she stepped up and was willing to cite her poem, cite her EDLP, and how she really took almost the main character in our performance. Mariana did a fantastic job. She was always the one to really say, okay, let's rehearse this again, guys. Let's keep going. I mean, they were really busting it, and therefore making sure all of us were on point the whole time. And Ariana more or less was like the main leader of our group. She really made a lot happen for us and made things more clear. Because when we were all together, we were coming up with ideas for this. There was a lot of creative differences. There's a lot of, because we're different people. All the 4 of us are all different people. So it was crunch time to really make this thing happen, and to make it put the requirements in that were needed, but also make it not as skitty, and to make this thing really work and actually not as cheesy as possible. And we really tried our best, and it was really great. It took a lot of outside class time to really put this thing together, and yeah, I'm really happy with the final performance. I'm glad that they let me do my thing with the music, and kind of steer with that. Yeah, as far as my group went. They were great to work with. I wish them the best. My self-evaluation. So the group projects have always been sort of difficult for me, just because it's always hard to make sure that everyone's like on the same page, and you don't really know them that well, and you have a short amount of time to work on something with them. But yeah, I'm grateful that I got good people to work with me on this group assignment. We didn't have to fire anybody. That was part of this last assignment, and that was nice. But it's always hard to make sure everyone can meet outside of class time and communicate, through text or whatever it is, and make sure we're all on the same page, and make sure we all know the deadline, and we all know what's expected of each other and what's needed. And at the end of the day, we want a good grade. We want to get through this program. We want to succeed, and working with each other is what we really had to do. And this last assignment, this performance, was hard for me, only because I started 2 new jobs and on the same week, and I am going through like a new lease agreement. I'm going through a lot right now, and going through a breakup too. But yeah, so it was a lot for me to kind of juggle, but I'm glad that we were all able to work together and give it the best we can do. And I'm proud of myself. I mean, I can say that, right? And I learned that in order to do an effective project, you need to communicate, and you need to learn, and you need to read the freaking textbook and the requirements. You really need to study. You need to put hours outside of class to really direct a great performance. And I think we did a good performance. And I think we did a really good performance. I love surrealism. It's great. It still doesn't quite make sense to me if someone were to ask me what it actually is, but I have a very good idea of what it is, better than I did before this assignment. And yeah, I'm just very thankful that I was given the opportunity to do this. Do I recommend group projects? Do I like them? No. Hell no, I don't. But I loved this assignment, and it pushed me out of my boundaries, and I learned a lot with different people. And yeah, I kind of learned something new about myself too. Yeah, it was great. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. Next time I'm in a group project, I will strive to do the things I did wrong in this group assignment. I want to be better. So thank you.